Hello everybody, how are you doing? Dark Sage Ron, the relaxed gamer here. Loading, loading, loading. Get that game loading right. Whoa, hello everybody watching me. That's awesome. 10 viewers right now. How's everybody out there doing? Just letting you know, guys, I am Dark Sage Ron, the relaxed gamer. Basically, you could come into my channel, sit back, relax, enjoy the music, enjoy the cast, don't worry about lurking or anything. It is not a problem with me. Hey, behind the desk, happy Friday night to you too. Oh, you know what I mean. Unfortunately, it's just water. I don't get paid till Tuesday. Nope, I didn't lose my Minecraft server. I still have it. That's weird. I didn't hear an alert, if that Dave hosted me. Okay, just quickly checking something. Okay, that should be enough too. So what you up to behind the desk? Yeah, they were. I also like the way Shiro went out. And what about Hagar? Wasn't that a loop? That was some loop throw in Hagar. Hey Project, how you doing? Thank you very much for joining. How you doing? Welcome to the couch. Oh, that's not it. That it? No, where the heck were the coupon on my emotes? Ah, okay. There we go. Should see it on the screen now. Oh, cool! Have you started to play it at all yet? Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm eventually going to get Stormblood. I'm not going to do it like right away, but I am going to get it. I'm just checking something, guys. Okay, it is working. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, right now I'm leveling up Miner. I've actually done a lot in game. I'm caught up to the main. I'm all the way done the main storyline. I've done just about all the excess storyline stuff and whatnot. So yeah, I'm just doing whatever, passing time till new content comes out. That's usually what I do anyways, so I mean, I'm not when I play these games, I'm not specifically going towards a specific goal. I just do whatever. And welcome, Asuna. Long time no see. How you been? So, I found I did not like Dragoon. Now I'm leveling a summoner. And I've done all the latest content, so... Oh, no, I have... No, I still have to get over 400 dungeons. Oh, okay, so I need another about 1.6 million. $260, that's 512. Do I have a calculator? No, I don't. Okay. $52. $54. $56. No, you have to unlock it for every class. It's just specifically for whatever class you unlocked it. I have my White Mage Relic, but I don't have my Warrior Relic or my Dragoon Relic or that. You have to earn each of those, so... Yes, basically relics are end game stuff. Is an end game thing. If you're done everything else and you have nothing else to do, you basically do it. Oh yeah, because they'll just continue on with the relic quest or add new relic or something like that. So it might not. So. But they will always link the old relic into the new one. Like with 2.0, you could give up your 2.0 relic to start to skip a part in your 3.0 relic. So I assume they're going to do the same. You could give up your 3.0 relic to skip a phase in your 4.0 relic. Um, do storyline and do dungeons. Storyline will get you familiarized with Final Fantasy 14, while dungeons will help you learn how to play your class. Do not just do fates to level like crazy, unless you've been playing it for a while and you could pretty much tell how each class plays. But no, I would suggest if you're a new player to do dungeons to learn your class and do main storyline quests. Also, if you're a DPS, while you're waiting for dungeon queues, I would suggest leveling up a gathering class like miner or a botanist. It helps pass the time. Thank you for the follow, Project. Another thing I would advice I would give new players, if somebody usually the most popular servers are close to putting in, you might want to check out what the server status is like. But, I mean, if you try to get on like a really high populated server, you won't be able to get on because they close the character creation down for those servers. I'm only on this server. Balmong is considered a legacy server, so it's very high populated. And the only reason I'm on here is because this character that I'm playing now was when I played 1.0. So some ways it was, some ways it wasn't. 1.0 was bad for computer wise, for hardware wise. It was really hard on the hardware. You had to have really good hardware to run it. Pardon me. Also, as well, mining and crafting was a lot more time consuming. Yeah, but some things they did do right. I mean, I loved how they had now for like a market board, all you have is like a market board, a place where you go and just look at listings. With 1.0, you actually had a whole other section for your retainers where you would go and you would go to each individual retainers and see what they had on there. So I mean, and the only reason why it was hard on hardware, a flower pot back in 1.0 had as many polygons as a character does have now. So they did really, really high-end quality graphics for Final Fantasy or FF14 1.0. So I mean, yeah, imagine just one flower pot has as many polygons as your character does. Yep, that is true. No, they're probably going to keep it at the same level. I mean, having it at this level allowed for some older computers to be able to play it, so... I mean, even if they're dropping support for the PS3, there are still some computers out there who play Final Fantasy 14, but have PS3 type computers type thing. They will be able to support. PC will always be able to support the expansion. So anybody with a computer as powerful, I mean, or even a little bit, you know what I'm trying to say, they will still be able to play it. because yes, there are a lot of people who play it on the PS4 and the PS3, but I mean, there are even more people who play it on the PC, and they will never, never, ever, ever stop supporting PC. Well, I could be wrong, but I mean, as it sits, they would be shooting themselves in the foot if they discontinued PC support. As far as I know, there is not going to be underwater combat. As far as I know. Okay, not a problem. Oh, you know what? In all honesty, I am not saying anything against console players. I have a PS3, a Wii, and a Wii myself that I play. And I'm planning on getting the Switch and the PS4 eventually. I am in no way ragging on console. I'm not specifically PC Master Race, PC Master Race. No, I mean, I understand the appeal and lore of consoles, so. Hello, Sparky Spark, how you doing? Not Japanese. Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't. I'm just doing a stupid voice. I'm doing great myself, thank you. It's like on the internet, you see people... I'm going to test that out, because last time I checked, it did not do that. Okay, yeah, I'm getting an update right now. Let's see. Let's see. I have to wait. I have to wait for it to update. No, I know it had World Lens for other languages, but oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I gotta find a different. Hey, is that a Dave I hear?
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
I am doing good. And behind the desk, I just tried it, and they did update it. That is going to be so much easier for me now when I do translations. Because before I had to focus the camera just perfectly, and then take a picture and hope the camera does not move when it's taking the picture. Otherwise, it would ruin the translation. So yes, I did check it out, and yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah. Sound. Eek. Okay, there we go.
It's only for smartphones. If your smartphone can handle Google Apps, Google Translate, then you should be able to use the instant translation project. So how have you been, Dave?
This week has been one crazy week.
Did you ever get around to reading that thing I sent you?
No. I'll get it done today. I promise.
Sure. Project. That's exactly the phone I have. The Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. And yeah, it works. So. So yeah. Sorry, Dave. Well, how has your...
I had a crazy call every day this week. I think it was a full moon. Actually, it would be a full moon because the lunar moon is today, I think, isn't it?
I have no clue.
The Lunar New Year, I think, starts today in China. I don't know.
I'm almost a level 60 miner. Yay!
Fantastic. I haven't played enough. I haven't had energy or time, really.
Well, I got to level 60 Dragoon, and it's like I'm playing Dragoon, and it's like Dragoon sucks. so now I'm leveling Summoner.
Cool. That's the real nice thing about this game. You only really need one character. You
Dude,
can
that's
focus
how
on
it
it.
was with Star Wars Galaxies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Except to admit, theirs was still based around skill points and whatnot, so. And a lot more grinding than what Final Fantasy is.
Right, that's true. I'm curious about the Conan Exiles because that looks like a lot very
Yes, it does.
Galaxy-esque.
Yes. No! Project Needle. Look at my character is a miner. Oh, so I want to be a warrior. I just equip my axe and bam, I'm a warrior. I want to be, Arcanist. Bam, I equip my book. I'm an Arcanist. I want to be a white mage. I equip my staff. Bam, I'm a white mage.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a carpenter. Equip a saw. I'm a carpenter. Blacksmith. Equip blacksmith tools. I'm a blacksmith. I can't equip my armor because I accidentally sold the stuff, but goldsmith, leather worker. Apparently my alchemist is I have the tools, but my alchemist is naked. Okay. But yeah, you only need one character. You just have to equip the tool of the class you want to be. For example, to be a miner, you equip a pickaxe. To be, like I said, a carpenter, you equip a saw. So, yeah.
Yeah, but nice for diversity. You only really need one character. You can level them up. You can switch them at any time. It's very nice game. Just because of that.
Well, Star Wars Galaxy still was better.
I actually might argue with you on that, but that's.
You see, look at here. You can see my levels. So yeah, they could do. Well, yeah, they had some advantages and some not. I agree. Final Fantasy has a little bit better, but I did like how Star Wars Galaxies handled it. You couldn't just automatically go and level up automatically. You had to find somebody to teach you, which really brought out the spirit of Star Wars, I thought. But also, it was also a pain in the cupo.
Mm-hmm. God, what was the one game that was ridiculously difficult on that kind of Vanguard, I think, is what it was called. Made by the guys that originally made EverQuest. And they said, well, they made EverQuest too easy, so let's go back to being hard again. Like, are you this stupid? There's a reason why your game didn't sell. You realize that.
EverQuest easy? I mean, I get the point where some of it was, but half the time maneuvering around their maps were like the biggest
problem I had with EverQuest was the sit down and camp crap. I want to keep moving. I don't want to sit for hours waiting on something. Never did get my cleric weapon.
I've never had a chance to play EverQuest Next, so
That game died.
didn't Cosmic buy a lifetime membership to that too?
So did I after he recommended it.
Did they reimburse you or anything for it?
Absolutely not.
That's a bunch of Koopo.
Yeah. Yes, it was. I would agree with that.
Well,
That's why I won't deal with that company anymore.
SOE?
It's no longer SOE, it's Daybreak Games.
Yeah. Well, no. As well, no, what turned me off of SOE/Daybreak Games was what they did to Star Wars Galaxy. Although if I go on to EverQuest, my original EverQuest character is still there.
I think mine is too, to be honest with you. Come
It's
on.
like, and then I go back, it's like, why did I think this game was so amazing?
Because it was new at the time.
Yeah, I know.
It was amazing. It was amazing at the time. But
the Dark Age of Camelot came out, and it was way better.
yeah,
And then Star Wars Galaxy came out.
yeah.
I canceled my subscription. I tried running a subscription to EverQuest and Star Wars Galaxy, and then it's like, no, because I was handling 4 subscription, 2 subscription to one, and 2 subscriptions to the other. Because of my friend, I was getting him into the game because I wanted somebody to play with, and just not me.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
Go ahead.
I don't remember if I had 2 subscriptions or not. Actually, as I'm thinking about it.
So it's like I was playing EverQuest because I liked the whole magic thing, and then I was playing Star Wars Galaxies because I love Star Wars. And eventually I got so into Star Wars Galaxy. People said the system was complicated, but no, once you got used... I mean, there was a little bit of a learning curve, but I guess I just had people take me under their wing, because I never found it all that hard to learn.
No.
And I mean, it's like Koopo this. You know what? I could only afford 1 subscription, so I canceled my EverQuest subscription,
And then NGE happened. Yeah.
We shall not speak of that. Dave,
Okay, fair enough.
you know how much of a rant I get into once.
I know. I won't say it anymore.
No. And the reason they did that was because they wanted to bring it to the PS3, which never, ever, ever happened.
I know it. That was the funny thing about it. They did it for the PS3 and they never did it.
And the funny thing is, they said, oh, sorry, it's not coming to the PS3. Unfortunately, we can't roll it back. It's like, what company doesn't keep backups of their software? It was just an excuse to force people to play a failed concept.
I agree.
You know what? I love Dark Age of Camelot too. I only played it for the free trial, but I mean, it was good. Again, then Star Wars Galaxies came out, and I'm a big Star Wars nerd, and yeah. And the Old Republic never filled Knights of. Was it Knights of the
Coder?
Republic?
You mean
SWTOR.
Star Wars? Yeah, Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yeah, SWTOR never filled that. Also, as well, I mean, yeah, you could play the free-to-play version, but you are so severely limited with what you can do on that game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to use any of the titles you earned while you paid? Oh, sorry, you either have to get a subscription or buy cartel points and unlock titles.
Yep. Want your helmet off? Pay!
You need to buy... There's a cartel point price for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, you want to do more than 2 quests a day? There's cartel point price for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do more than 1 dungeon a day. 2 dungeons a day, yeah. Or the equivalent thereof.
I sort of want to play again, but
I don't.
no.
They've completely ruined it. All
Yeah.
the new stuff that they've added that no longer is nowhere near canon material. I want to. It's like, nope, I'm out.
What did they add that completely ruin it?
Their new storylines, everything they've put out for the last year.
Oh, I haven't.
It's not Star Wars anymore to me. It's a sci-fi game, but it's not Star Wars anymore.
See, the thing is, there is one way I can understand pay to win. And World of Tank does it well. Hello, Move, how you doing? World of Tank, for those people who don't have the time to, who know how to play the game, but don't have the time to sit around and play like forever, like very busy people, they could pay and get upgrades to their tanks, not a problem. But the thing is, you could also unlock those same upgrades by just playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's really no advantage over a pay-to-play World of Tanks. You could either pay or you can play. There's no real advantage to paying. And I believe, depending on the upgrades you buy, you get put into the higher class bracket that matches your tank or whatnot. So it's not like you're going against lower level characters when you have like this huge advantage type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Guild Wars 2 lately?
No,
That's another
I have
game.
not.
That's another game we all started playing and died out.
Yep. The big Twitch streamers that I used to follow about that game don't even play it anymore. So again, they want pay to win in a lot of ways. It's like, guys, stop that.
It's like
That might be why I like Marvel Heroes so much, because there's no pay to win involved.
I mean, I know Final Fantasy 14 is a sub-based system, so there's really no advantage to pay to.
The advantage of a sub-based system, what you have to anticipate in a sub-based system like this one, is that content will constantly be added and updated. Yeah. And I'm getting my butt kicked because I didn't realize that was a nasty ass.
You're playing Final Fantasy right now?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where are you?
About to die because of this.
Well, I know that, Dave.
I don't know where I'm at. I'm playing a pig sticker.
You're playing the Dragoon.
No.
Or Lancer.
Lancer. Oh, hey, there's another person here now.
Oh yeah, you want to get the monk.
Right.
The only things I have got with a pay-to-win game is mounts and cosmetics. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. I understand. I understand pay to play, like having
yeah, mounts are no problem. I don't have problems with
mounts and cosmetics are no problem.
No, I don't have any problem with something like a boost potion.
Yeah.
But when you can buy equipment that actually does damage and is better than what you can find in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not available in the game to regular players, and there's no countering it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we mean by pay to win, is where companies specifically sell a weapon that you cannot find as a free player in the game whatsoever. My philosophy is, if you can pay for a weapon and it takes like hundreds of, I'm exaggerating, if it takes hundreds, or I could not be, if you could get a similar weapon of the same strength, damage, and whatnot in the game by doing hundreds of hours worth of stuff, then by all means sell it as a pay item as well. Some people like doing the 100 of hours worth of work to get that. Some people just want the item. I can understand there is an equivalent in the game, but when there's no equivalent available to the free player, that's where we have a problem with. Sorry if I'm talking for you, Dave.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I played ESO. I liked ESO. It's just, unfortunately, I got so
Elder Scrolls Online?
Yeah, I got so burned out on one. I don't have a problem with it not being exactly the same. Oh my God, it's not the exact same thing as Skyrim. I've never had a problem with that. The only issue I had with Skyrim is just,
you know what?
See, I should say with Elder Scrolls Online is the fact that it's yet another fantasy MMO. There's nothing different to it, really, with the background and everything. It's the mechanics are pretty similar to every other MMO out there. It just wasn't enough to diverse. And I'm friends with Deltia and the Mav Show and those guys. I'm friends with those guys, but I just couldn't continue doing the same,
Well, like I mentioned before, Dave, I think sort of you and me are from the Star Wars Galaxy era.
Mm-hmm.
And Star Wars Galaxy was really innovative at the time, and I mean, it sort of still is innovative, mm-hmm. even because the gameplay was different. I mean, yes, there was grinding like any other game, but I mean, you truly had player-based economy. You truly had player cities and whatnot.
Well, yeah, it was a true sandbox game long before people started, but long before sandboxes got popular.
Yeah,
It was a sandbox game, and it is a sandbox game, and that was the big thing about it. It was way ahead of its time. Nowadays, you know, with an upgraded graphics, it would be fantastic. But they floundered that game.
really?
Yeah.
I'm only 40k XP away from leveling. Oh my word! Oh my word!
Yeah, Deltia and I before I moved out here to Ogallala, Deltia and I actually lived about 8 to 10 miles apart. So, yeah. So, yeah. I've got one of his Twitch shirts. He gave it to me personally at TwitchCon. So, yeah, I've known. So, yeah, Deltia and Mav and Pink Latex and Beer Bong Gin and those guys are great people. It's just I just got burnt out on the ESO game. I was just dead. It was just it wasn't enough different for me. So,
but I know Star Wars SWGMU is trying their best to bring back Star Wars and whatnot, and they're doing a really great job. But I think
it's down. I haven't heard it coming. Did it come back up?
SWGMU was down?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I couldn't connect to it. That's why I uninstalled everything again. I don't know if it is down or not permanently or anything. I know it was down last time I tried.
According to this, TC Nova, which is the test center, is online. Population of 12. And Basculus, population of 975? Holy Kupo!
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. That's a good thing.
Uptime, it's been 1 day. See, that tells you how much people still love that game. It's almost tempting me to go back again.
Yeah.
But I was with following SWGMU from day one. I remember when the guy in high school came out with the first free Star Wars Galaxy server. It was only able to hold 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it would crash. It's come a long way since then. Highest population, 1,216. Maximum capacity, 3,000. I'm going to log in. I'm not logging into the game, I'm logging into the forums. Because I might be switching games.
Mm-hmm.
Because my friend loved Creature Handler.
Yep.
And I love Creature Handler. I like got the rarest I'll wait for Project to come back so I could explain this.
Okay. Remember me? I loved the Entertainer. Oh, don't double team me, please. Ah!
Maybe if let's go to the forums. Apparently, from what I can see, you could become at least a Padawan.
Hold on a second. God, need to get to a spot where I'm not getting attacked.
Oh, wow! Sony should have implemented this, but Jedis have death penalties now.
Good.
Upon death of Jedi, you suffer Jedi XP loss.
Good. Keeps them from charging into everything.
It keeps them from revealing themselves.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Publish 9 checklist is.
I'll be right back.
Not a problem. So, Dave,
Okay,
they do have a bunch of creatures that you can actually tame and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
for creature handlers, so it's not a bad
Okay.
thing. Almost tempted to tell my friend and get him to play again. But really, what's stopping me though is really graphics. I've been spoiled now with graphics. In all honesty.
Well, what spoils me is I don't have time.
Yeah, I'm already playing one MMO that.
And technically, I'm playing 2. Technically, I'm playing 3, but I'm not really playing the 4 or 5 or but I'm not playing those other ones. They're free to play, so I still have the characters and everything.
Yeah. The reason I focus on this one mostly now is because I am paying for it.
No, exactly. You've there's kind of an obligation there, You're paying for it. Otherwise, you feel like you're wasting money. You don't play it sometimes.
And really, I do like it. I mean, like you said, and I do agree with you. If Star Wars Galaxy implemented sort of a combination of their leveling system and just switching weapons to be whatever, then I think they would have a good thing.
Yep. That's what I was doing. Okay, I remember where I'm at now.
Hey, wow, that's a good thing.
Hi, I would like to talk to you. Gimme. You can't accept anymore. Okay, fine.
Wait, I'm going to see something here. Level 60 minor quest. See if I'm going to get the XP I need from doing that.
Oh, okay.
The whole truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Mined adamantite ore.
I wanna leave.
Okay. If I go to Azizlal now, I could make it to start getting.
I gotta get Center Russell.
Does it have to be high quality? Does it say? Wait, I might be able to tell. Oh, son of a Koopo. That's going to be a pain in the coop. Where do I get the Cell Sword sack? Oh, I have to get high quality adamantite ore. And guess what? It's on an unspoiled node, which means it only appears twice. Wait. It only appears twice in a Eorzean day.
Nice. Ugh. I hate how my bar constantly changes. Okay.
What do you mean change?
Oh, and change classes, all the other stuff on your bar goes away. Like, soothe would be really handy right now.
That's what your first 3 bars will change, but if you have like 4, 5, and 6 up, those don't change.
Oh, okay. I'll have to deal with that then.
Because that's what I do with mine. I have the common stuff on the 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, or 3 are the skills I need to switching in between classes. Okay, so now let's teleport to Azizlal. Or Azizlal, or however you pronounce it. 23.5. And I have 32 seconds.
No, I want that. Talk over. Right there.
23.5. Okay, now well, at least it's not far. And there we go, it goes off. Unspoiled node. Hopefully I get there in time. And it's in slot 6. Oh, come on, guys. Move away from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yay! Yeah, I get blue red.
I could either wait here for 33 minutes.
Yay for waiting. these things out of my inventory. It's not what I wanted to do.
I just need 3 high quality adamantite ore.
Cool.
First of all, let's see if I have anything on my character.
Let's see.
Nothing there. Ah! I have adamantite nuggets, 3 high quality. It's not the ore.
Ah! You have to make the ore.
No, I'm going to buy the ore.
Sounds like a plan.
Because it could take forever to get 3 high quality.
Yep.
Especially when it's like 33 minutes apart that I can mine it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. I could get 5 for only 18k.
Yeah.
There we go. So now let's get myself to level 60.
That would be a good thing.
Which won't take long, really. Hello, Mac. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining. I am Dark Sageron, the Relaxed Gamer. Welcome to the couch. Yay. Level. Ooh, a dragon skin map.
So
Bam!
I think
Getting the dragon skin map. Guess what? Level 60.
Woohoo! Yeah! Awesome.
I'm going to abandon. Professor, you have earned quite the reputation as a miracle miner, and you've carried out Orshan's raiders to fame on your back. Hatchlin, not... Oh yes, I forgot. I for some reason I made these guys Irish. Hatchlin, like, now I can't do it. I'm not drunk enough.
Awesome, Ron.
Not trying to worm yourself a job for this fine night, are ya? No, Captain. Just came in and at the same time. That's all. He wants a word. Yeah, I'm not drunk enough. Damn it. Allow me to congratulate you on your latest conquest in the... Yeah, son of a Koopa. Orshan raiders are on the lips of it. Now I'm doing like an Indian.
Now you're like Swedish. No, that was more Swedish, I think.
Boink, 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 boink. Mixture, the pounding. Yeah.
No.
Allow me to congratulate on the now. Allow me to congratulate you on your latest conquest in the hinterlands. Orshan's raiders are on the lips of every noble. Moreover, your success have lent weight to the court's message. Thank you, my lord. But did you come down here just to pay us a compliment? Or do you have work? Ever the enterprising fellow, I say, yes, I do have work. The Holy See has begun to speak of mining in earnest. You have been mentioned by name. We are working our way up in this world. There is one caveat, however. House Fortoms cannot promise you any soldiers or work. You must needs go to the hinterlands unlaid, as per the terms of previous arrangements. Suits me just fine, sir.
Yeah.
Captain, why in the seven hells did you agree with that? Was it last time dangerous enough for you? Too dangerous, to be honest. But the better we make House Fortemp look, the more we profit in the long run. Even if it means taking jobs like this one. Profit, long one, Captain. They're just fobbing us off, using us for their games. The hell's with this? I've done my level best to raise him proper, and that's what I get for my trouble. Pig-headed arse. Can't find work if you explode just cause you hear something you don't like. But I won't worry about him. But I'll worry about him later. We've got a job to do. We'll look into mining round Idleshire for a bit further back in the hinterlands than last time. Come quickly as you can, Professor.
Yeah, I'm starting to do that too, so.
Sorry, Professor, job's off. Monster attacking us just as we were setting up. 2 raiders were badly wounded. And Hatchlin's gone missing. The lad flew into a rage and gave chase to the monster. We've no idea where he went. We don't even know where to start searching, and top of that, and to top that off, it's just me and Muscles. Tis my brother all over again. I can't leave Hatchlin for dead. I just can't. I can't. Thank you, Professor. You're right. Acting like that won't accomplish nothing. Can't save Hatchlin unless we know where he is. So we'll find where he is. Some folks around here may have seen him. Just what was her... Midnight Dew, aye, that's their leader. You learn what she knows. Me and Muscles will see what we can find on our own. One of Harmichmen's has gone missing. That's terrible. Of course I'll help. As a matter of fact, the scout saw a lad legging it towards the ruling quarter not a bell passed. But ever since the last adventurer went in and never came back, we kept away from the place. We haven't even got a good sense of what's there. Only one who passes through there, the Gobbies merchant. He may be able to help, but I don't know that he will. See, he's a greedy little bugger, and he's hardly speak a word till he's gotten paid. Last time I tried to deal, he demanded choice adamantite ore. Can't give you a myth, I say. And The Kupo tells me to mine it myself in Az's Law, wherever that is. To be honest, I reckon he just won't treat with me. I wish I could be more helpful, lass. Here, let me ask about a bit. See if I can't find something else you want. Uplander wants help. Then Uplander give me present of adamantite ore, very finest in Azadlal. I read of adamantite in book, but think it's just Uplander's imaginings. Thank you, friend. You are a good Gobby friend. I will help you find missing Uplander. When I am passing through ruling quarter, I hear sounds of feet. See man holding sword. I will guide you and your friends there. That goblin was singing your praises, Professor. Said you gave him some legendary ore. I'm not rightly sure what you did, but thank you. He told us that he saw Hatchling running around the ruling quarter. Best of all, he'll guide us there. Sounds like a perilous place, but we're bound to follow. Well, me and Muscles are. We'll clear out any monsters so you can follow after us if you choose to. If I choose to. I know I have to because that's what the quest requires me to do.
Shh. You're overthinking it.
I gotta quickly check on something. I'm going to quickly check on something. Quickly, very quickly. Shooty McPew-Pew. Okay, people. What?
Whatever you want to name your character.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Bolmung is an RPG RP server, and they have names like that.
Shooty McPew-Pew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shooter
Oops.
McPew Pew. I know I should be yawning.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Well, the thing is, if I was drinking now, I would probably be like half asleep.
Yeah.
Professor, lend us your eyes. Do you see Hatchlin? Captain. Hatchlin, can you hear me? Keep watch. Captain, last I remember I was fallen, and why'd you come after me? Do you really need me to tell you why, Raider? I'm so sorry, Captain. I never should have run off like that. If I only listened. We've a black mark on our record thanks to you, and you'll pay for it. But that could wait till you're healed. Okay. I'm going to do this in regular voice because, yeah. Gods above, the professor did it all for me. All that for me? I plan to give me desire of my heart. That's why I'm longly searching for adamantite. I would do it again, yes, even with risk of painful falling. 'Tis good thing you got off with only painfully falling, Hatchling. If the professor hadn't dug up the ore, we might not have found you alive. Professor, thank ye. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. Hatchlin, I think I owe you a tale about my brother Givhard. He joined my raiders around the same age as you, and he was every bit as cocky, wouldn't back down from a fight nor take an order. But he was my blood. I did my best to rein him in, but it wasn't enough, and one day he went too far. It was just up in the Western Highlands. His temper cost one raider's life and put the rest in mortal danger, but off he ran all the same. So I left him. I had to. He died alone, and it broke my heart as a brother, but I'll do it again. I'd do it again. It was the right decision as the captain. I'm glad we could save you, Hatchlet. Life. It don't give many chances like this. Well, that's enough of that. Muscles, help the lad up. Let's follow our merchant friend out of here. Professor, I have one last task for you. Could you drop this off with Midnight Dew? would it sit well with me to leave her unrewarded for her help?
Alright, Ron, I'm going to go to bed. So
Okay, you go to bed.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Well, it's what happened with that missing lad. Take the 12, we found him. I appreciate this loot as well. The captain knows me too well. We go back a ways, and I know he'd have taken it hard if he lost the raider. Can't say I knew he had had a brother though. A few folks gone missing in the Western Highlands. What do you say his name was again? Geevhart, I knew him. He was here. Called himself a failed sellsword. He was dragging himself up the road when the Gobbies found him. They nursed him back to health and he served Idleshire loyally in exchange. He taught the Gobbies how to defend themselves. He died fending off enemy advances on the settlement, and they gave him a hero's burial for it. Tell Homrich, will you? He deserves to know. What Geevhard lived, but I left him. For years he's haunted me. Who he could have been. If only I'd been harder on him. But now I know he didn't die a failure. I can lay his memory to rest. Thank you, Professor, for this. You're really something, you know. A man starts thinking of becoming a miner when he sees all the good you've done with your pickaxe. Just between us, I think it's time for Hatchland to leave the nest. Keeping him near only clips his wings in the long run. I'll miss him, but he'll be happier as an adventurer. The lads and I can't stay here forever neither. The world is wide and sellswords are needed everywhere. We'll be the most famous company in all of Eorzea, just you wait and see. But no matter where we go, we'll never forget you, Professor, the miner of the Archon's rate. Okay, everybody, I'm going to thank you very much for watching. I'm going to stop it here. Thank you very much once again for watching. And like always, save now, save often. I will talk to you later. Bye.